Today I will show you how to make this Origami Jackstone. I first learned how to make the Jackstone from Harbin's Origami 2 way back in the 70s. You need to start with a square of paper, so let's cut that out now. Fold 2 square diagonals, crease along the edge and then cut it out. Harbin's version uses 2 blince folds, but I'm going to just do the creases straight into the flat sheet of paper. I find that this helps make the creases a little bit neater and also going in the right direction. By the way, if you're using a sheet of paper colored on one side, then you would start with the colored side on top. An easy way to remember this is that all the initial folds folded 9 degrees and then 45 degrees. But the edges of the star are formed with mountain folds at 22.5 degrees, which is half of the 45. Now we have a square with both diagonals folded. Fold the square in half horizontally and vertically. Now we'll fold the corners into the middle, dividing it into 4 diagonally. Now divide into 4 horizontally and vertically. Okay, you may notice that I forgot to do it the other way. I'll fix that up later. There will be star shapes radiating from the center and from each of the 4 smaller squares. Put a little crease in the center of the point of each star. This will help each of the points bend out. The crease will be a valley fold. Fold the tip up to the 1/4 mark along the diagonal and then up to the 3/4 mark along the diagonal. Repeat on all 3 corners. Here's the vertical folds I missed. Repeat those 1/4 diagonal folds along the rest of the corners. On the side of the fold to the 3rd diagonal, crease on the center of the stars to the left and to the right of the center fold. Now we're going to create all the 22.5 degree folds around the middle. These should be mountain folds in the final design, so turn the paper over to do this. Don't make this crease too long because it will make it harder to unfold at the very end. Stop when you hit that little crease you made before. Now we'll form little diamond shapes around the center. The outside of these diamonds will be at the 1/4 mark. Use the existing creases to help you make the 22.5 degree crease. Remember, these should be mountain folds looking from the outside. There's that diamond shape. Repeat around the rest of the center star. Now we're going to do the same thing around all the 4 quarter squares. Notice the folds in the center square will overlap perfectly over these squares. That's one square done. Now move on to the next one. That's 2 done. Now on to the third. Now for the last square. Now we're going to make some creases to help the ball pop out cleanly when we unfold it later. They should be parallel to the horizontals and verticals, just between where the intersections of the points of the star meet. These should be mountain folds looking from the outside. Actually, I normally do this after completing all the diamonds, but I forgot, and it's actually a little bit easier doing it now. The creases should all be heading away from the center, not across. Now let's complete all the diamonds in the 4 quarter squares. Now we're ready to form the star. We'll concentrate on the 4 star shapes, radiating from the middle and going towards the straight edges. This might be a little bit hard to explain. Focus on the mountain folds to form the sides of the point and fold straight through the horizontal and vertical creases in that star. Here it is again. Mountain fold the edges of each point and valley fold through the diagonals. On the inside, it should form this little point. This little bit is not pre-creased. We could have pre-creased it if we'd made the very first little crease go across the whole square, but I think it's a bit stronger this way. Now do the same across all the other 4 stars. When you're done, you should have 4 points meeting in the middle like this. Now open up slightly and fold down along the other outlines of the diamond shapes. Repeat on the other 3 sides. Squash down the point so that you get this square shape at the end. Keep going around all the sides. Now this little bit is optional. These points could fold either way, but just for a bit of completeness, I'm making them all go the same way. So you see there's a little pocket here on each side. We're just going to fold each flap like so and tuck it into the pocket like so. Actually, Robert Harbin used to say like so a lot. Do the same for the other 3 sides. Now fold each point down and give it a good crease. Now here's the tricky bit. Holding the top and bottom points, pull them apart and try to make the other sides snap into place. Those creases we did earlier should help a bit. The star is complete. This really isn't a magic ball, but it's geometric and there's lots of pre-creasing, so it kind of fits in my genre.